I'm Boar Thrills, and I'm going to show you what it takes to survive in the harshest environments of Azeroth. In this episode, I'm in the dense forest of Hillsbred, filled with many challenges that will force me to boost my morale more than usual. This will be a difficult and tedious journey, so we're going to need to find some morale boosters, and fast. If you take a look down here, you'll see we found the southern coast, but it's infested with murlocs. Murlocs may look friendly, but they are extremely dangerous. Just a few months ago, a hiker was walking through these parts. He came across the murlocs, and they didn't take too kindly to him. He was killed. The only way through is to run past all the murlocs, but luckily, murlocs have poor peripheral vision, so I should be successful. I made it out, which was a boost to my morale, but while running, I stepped on the poisonous Araka plant, a decrease to my morale. This would usually be a problem, but a simple cure is to get creeper ichor, and there is an abundance of spiders here in Hillsbred. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced ichor. No, it's ichor, I've looked it up before. I think it's ichor. Well, I think you're an idiot, and I'm going to die if I don't get this ichor. Ichor. After 2 hours of killing spiders, I finally got the ichor and cured myself. Now I need to set up a shelter. This looks like a strong place for a shelter. These bushes will hide me from predators, and this river will provide me with fresh water. Of course, there's nothing more morale boosting than a fire, and if you don't carry your own fire starter kit, you're an idiot. Just a few days ago, an adventurer got lost in the Alterac Mountains. He hadn't trained level 1 cooking for a fire starting kit, and was beaten to death by ogres. If he would have had a fire, the ogres still would have beaten him, but at least he would have been warm. Now to get a good night's sleep, and take off again in the morning. Boar, wake up, we gotta go. Just 5 more minutes. Do you have the camera on? As we continue, ganking poses a serious threat. Just last week, a newbie player was ganked by someone 50 levels higher than him because he wanted to boost his morale. Or just be a douchebag. Take a look at those mushrooms. They're in the same family as the deadly violet tragon, which have "don't eat me" as the description. Amazingly, just last week, a lost adventurer ate a violet tragon, even when the description said not to. He died. What a retard. I mean, what a tragedy that was! I've just spotted a pile of wreckage out in the water. It could have valuable resources in it. You have to be very careful because this wreckage is being looked over by Naga. And just a few months ago, a Naga stole someone's bike. It was devastating. I got the wreckage and made it out safely, and it looks like we got some worthless crap I can use later, and a fishing pole. I was about to go fishing for some tasty grub, when it turns out I hadn't trained my level 1 fishing and could not equip my fishing pole. My cameraman laughed at me for not having fishing skill, in which I followed by punching him in the face. It was intense. As I continued my journey upstream, I found this conveniently placed wolf mount that was in the pile of wreckage from before. And now all I have to do is ride up to Taran Mill. But we've already been to Taran Mill. You do know the cameraman isn't supposed to talk, right? And here we are, back at civilization. You know, I was actually expecting to get ganked on the way here, which was really odd because Hillsbred usually has a lot of ganking.
Yeah, I was gonna kill that orc guy, but then I saw this cute little sheep and I was like, "Hey little sheep, how you doing today?" And he was like, "I'm doing pretty good, how are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm doing great." That didn't make me want to gank anybody anymore. So I'm not gonna gank anybody ever again. Except that guy, 'cause he's starting to piss me off.